In STEM-related subjects, logic and systematic thinking are generally highly regarded. Not so prevalent is interpersonal communication as a skill that students should learn, but it's actually quite an important skill to learn, particularly in the workplace, because particularly with complex problems, people need to work together, and increasingly that's happening across countries from diverse cultures. We partnered with the institution in Malaysia called Inti Subang, which delivers our Bachelor of Information Technology degree. I was coordinating a subject called Corporate Network Management, and it just so happened that Corporate Network Management was being delivered both on Wollongong campus and in Malaysia at the same time. So that raised the tantalising prospect of being able to use technologies to bring these two student cohorts together from Wollongong and from Malaysia. Many of the building blocks were in place, like UOW's Moodle system, Google Apps, Facebook. Students are quite familiar with them, so that wasn't a problem, and also UOW's video conferencing system was used. The missing elements were the problem focus and some kind of assessment scheme which could scaffold the learning from the project. We were fortunate in that a lot of the elements required for that had already been achieved at Inti through their employer project. They have an initiative which engages with local companies to come in and present problem scenarios to students, be involved in relation to answering questions and also assessing the final output or the final work that the students have achieved. Companies like IBM and Dell have contributed and participated in corporate network management, and the students have really benefited from that. When people like that come and present a problem scenario to them, they immediately recognise it as being an authentic problem and something that's going to benefit them in the future when they leave university. The initial problem specification has many areas of uncertainty, which is quite natural in a real-world situation. Students have to research and go to lengths to actually find information, but they can also ask questions from the company representative. And I noticed that it is in that interaction, that interpersonal interaction with the company representative, where they seem to generate greater confidence in their own skills and their own judgments about the problem. There's no one right solution, and this can be quite confronting to students who often assume that there's one right answer in order to get the best mark. So the focus is not so much on achieving the right solution, really the focus is on assessing how students learn and how they participate in this process. Another element to the success of the program has been the support and commitment of staff, academic and professional, both in Inti and at UOW. And particularly my colleague Shanmuga Sundram, who also coordinated the subject in Malaysia and contributed to its success.